What's up, guys? Welcome back. I'm Melata Z. So we are in a world, if I should say, we are in a world where hardly do you hear men publicly talk about the amount of abuse, the amount of violence, the amount of torture that they go through in their marriages. I mean, hardly do they do that as compared to women who publicly can just anywhere. Some women publicly can just anywhere stand and then talk about what their husbands do to them. Well, this, as I said, this is something that usually don't happen in the case of men. And then when it happens in the case of men, normally they talk to, their friends, when men meet, that's when they talk about what they're going through in their marriage. And this is a video of a man who is doing exactly that, publicly saying what his wife does to him at home, or throughout the entire time that they've been married or they are still married. Now, before I continue with this video, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like, share, and also leave a comment. So this is a video that I chanced upon, as I normally do, going through trying to gather stuff content to create. And then this is a video that I saw on Gossip Mill Nigeria, and I thought that this could be very interesting, as we are once again in a place in a world where men don't do that. Okay, men don't do that. You are supposed to be, a man up, solve things on your own. Don't try and publicly tell people about the stuff that you're going through in your life, in your marriage, which I think that has resulted in a lot of men being depressed. Things that, like, when it comes to stuff that men go through, we hardly do say them, we hardly do talk about them. So yes, let's watch the video of this man. I think that he and then his wife are in some kind of court, and then let me say that, just like here in Ghana, like until now, or here in Ghana, like until now, or I've forgotten the other one. Yes, so yeah, let's get right into the video.
Beats me like hell. This woman beats me. A woman beats a woman, and she will say I'm not beating. God will judge, man. She will beat me. She will tell me, I don't see your own. I see my father, my mother. When my mother held my dad, my father will beg him. Say you. It's like, your father is a hard person. You know him. Am I hard on you? Why are you saying that?
Okay, so apparently this woman does the same thing that her mom did to her dad. And then from what the husband is saying, it's like the dad is the dad is hard. So like this, just from this part, it is a lot. It is a lot. And then you could actually see that, like, he's been through a lot.
It's not saying she will don't hold me. I just started opening the last button. Now my pastor used to make fun of me because of nails, teeth everywhere, biting me, break my head, blood, and she doesn't feel. Ask my my phone they stole my phone last 2 weeks ago with my ATM, everything. But I'll show you some things. She's a very violent person, and I want my children, by the time they'll come out, let them tell me to my face that I'm the one beating this woman. Let them because they will call me. Two of them, Asem and her sister, called me and said, because I ran out, okay, I'm the one beating, I'm the one running out. Why is it me running out? What, am I just running? You beat me. Sometimes she will tear all my clothes, man. All. I wanted to go on the particular day. I had to go to, that was the early stage of the marriage. We were in the first house. She tore all.
Wait, this whole thing started during the early stage of marriage and you didn't put a stop to it? Come on. Sometimes in relationships or whatever, look, I'm not a love expert, neither am I a marriage expert, but then there are some things that you have to put, you as a man have to put a stop to it in the earliest part of your relationship, and then you as a wife or as a woman, you have to put a stop to it at the earliest part of your relationship. Don't let's just say that they've been married for like 20 years. So and then he is saying that this started at the earliest part of their marriage. So he's been going through this for like 20 years.
Nothing to go to work. I had to go to Mr. James, a short man. Took the trouser here and got a bigger t-shirt to cover out. I put this up to this stage to go to work. And it was like that. When we got to the place, she said I slapped her for the first time. She had been beating me from the first house. She will beat me and run out because I cannot beat a woman. Something happened, man. A big one happened. I want to let you know, man. Then after that too, the person that it doesn't go out. She doesn't go anywhere. As the children doesn't go. She always at home. She doesn't go even in the bedroom. Doesn't go. She doesn't watch TV. You watch TV.
See, you beat your husband and then you run out like he is the one beating you. Like, who does that? And then for him to actually say that you beat him and then you run out and he doesn't want to put his hands on you, that is someone. It takes a lot. It takes a lot as a man to, endure these abuse and then to tell himself, no, I'm not going to put my hands on my wife. Or I'm not going to put my hands on a woman. It takes a lot, seriously.
The children. She's the one who had this. She pressed phone from morning till night. She's not working. So the next thing, my wife told me, I want to go and I said, go where? I want to go and see my mother. The mother that you are not friend. Say I want to go. The next I want to see my friend. The following week she didn't want to go again. She said, I want to go and see my friend. I told myself, this one want to start this nonsense. And before you know it, she went. On that Saturday, she dressed up. The children knew everything. I didn't even know they know. He dressed up and when she walked, she put on a 3/4 this thing and she as he left the house, because that fence, as we left, we were still seeing her head. As he turned, I was still trying to call her and her sister and said, before you know, all of them just come and say, Daddy, your wife is going to die. That your friend George David. I said, hey. So all of them knew. They now sat me down. So it now became discussion. I wanted to chat and discuss with just the adults. So we didn't discuss. And I took my father told me, I said, Daddy, let's call him. I said, he knows my number. We imagine she would have gotten to where she's going. I took my daughter's phone. I didn't use my number. I called down my colleague. I said, where are you? He said, I'm in a hotel with my guy. We are having some meeting. She now told me, because she later confessed to me, he said, immediately she got inside the hotel, because I saw when she came back, she came with a sunshade, like a man's own. I was thinking, oh, that's what she did. She took it from the man. He now confessed that she was one that bought it, but she had never entered an hotel before. She put it on. She went to the hotel. She was even, because she doesn't see me as a husband.
So yes, this is it. And it is sad. It is sad for men who go through this stuff and then don't keep it to themselves. Okay, they go through this stuff and then they keep it to themselves, and you cannot. It is kind of like when you tell people about it as a man, as a husband, when you tell people about this, and then they tend to laugh. And they tend to laugh, saying that, aren't you the man of the house? Aren't you a man? Why are you sitting there for your wife to mistreat you this way? That is mostly the things that these men hear. So they just know, for them not to be seen of any less than a man, they just keep it to themselves and then suffer in these marriages and then all those stuff. It's like we know that some wives abuse their husbands, but it's just that we don't want to publicly admit that this is something that goes on. We don't want to publicly admit that this is something that goes on. And then most of the time we are like, oh, it's normal if it's normal to hear wives saying that their husbands abuse them. Really, I think that it is also normal for us to hear that husband complains that their wives abuse them. It's like a two-way street. We shouldn't just lean more to one side and then leave the other side. The other side is also a human. The other side is also going through these things, and then we cover it up as he's a man. He should be a man. Stand up, be a man. This is sad. And then if a lot of men could actually come out and then say the things that their wives have been doing to them, let's forget about it being a physical abuse or whatever. Let's just we have other forms of abuses, like the emotional abuse, all those stuff. If a lot of men come out and then say this, it will shock a lot of people. It will shock a lot of people, and a lot of people will also doubt that this is something that men go through. Anyway, this is it, guys. Let me know what you think to be in a marriage and then endure this from the earliest parts of your marriage. This is crazy. Let me know what you think, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like, share, and also leave a comment. Very, very important. And if you've got nothing to say to me, just say hi.